Good morning, and this is the first episode in Going All In on Battalion 13. Just yesterday was the last day of Gandalf's job, and we're going all in on Battalion 13. We got to sleep in this morning to a glorious 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we actually already scheduled, it's 11 o'clock. So we have scheduled some interviews for next week for a sales role that we're having for our Cannabis 101 project. And not sure what else I'm going to be getting up to today, but Gandalf wants to talk about the reason why we're doing this.
Okay, so I'm not going to get too negative about my previous role. I'll just say that my boss was a problem and I had to leave. I was making good money there, but, we have to do this full time because if we don't, we'll never get where we need to get. And this is very important. And I just really enjoy that I don't have to worry about getting yelled at by my boss. My wife might yell at me, and she's technically the boss of the company. But it's different when your wife yells at you versus your boss yelling at you. She's not going to fire me. But it's just really nice being home and being able to get up when I want to get up and not drink coffee out of a travel mug, drink it out of a regular mug, which I'm getting ready to go make it as soon as I've done this video. And I also like that I can wake and bake.
Yes, so
it's a beautiful thing. I sometimes like to smoke on a Sunday. I like to do a wake and bake and steak, where I have a steak that I defrosted, and I go outside if it's nice. I smoke a joint and I grill a steak as soon as I wake up and do the dishes. So it's basically a wake and bake and steak.
So please don't report this video. We want to be able to tell you guys our whole story. And we're going to post more about the other things that we have planned for today because it's a Friday. We got a lot of stuff fun planned. One thing that we already did as well is we brought in the groceries from our local, it's called South Mountain Creamery. We ordered this Father's Day box. We're not parents, but we saw this Father's Day box and it looked so good. It has Wagyu burgers, buns and everything. It said broccoli salad. But I had to laugh because part of the ingredients they gave me for the broccoli salad, we have a carrot, we have an onion, and we have the head of broccoli. So I think I'm making this broccoli salad myself. I don't think they made it. I think it needs to be put together.
I think it's more that you know that that's the case, not that you think that that's the case.
Yeah. So I'm excited about having that broccoli salad and the burgers and everything. But usually when you get these assembled meals, we actually got the paella one as well. It's got chorizo, shrimp, and chicken in it, I think. And that's all assembled in a container, and you just warm it up and everything. But yeah, we love doing South Mountain Creamery. It's one of our favorite places in Frederick, Maryland, where we live.
We used to go there all the time and get ice cream.
Yeah, but now they just deliver right to our house.
Yeah, and the ice cream is amazing.
Yeah.
Especially when they give us the right flavors.
And it was raining this morning, so I had to use my umbrella to get the stuff in the house. But the sun's coming out now, and it's going to be a beautiful day because it's our first day of freedom, being together.
Yeah, and tonight we're going to see Rise of the Beast with our buddy Ben, who's a huge Transformers fan. He also works for our company, and he does some voices in episode 12, which will be released at some point. And he's a huge Transformers fan, and there's a lot in this movie that he has to see, and he missed last week because he had food poisoning.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to take him, and it's going to be amazing. And then after Rise of the Beast, we're going to see The Flash.
Yeah, so I hope you all have a great Friday. Please follow us on our journey of 100 days of jumping all in on Battalion 13 Entertainment. We've been sitting on the sidelines it's 6 years we've been in business, and now we're going full on. So thanks for watching. And for our first meal, I made a strawberry cream of wheat with honey and cream and cheddar bread and turkey sausage and coffee. This is way more than I normally eat, but it's brunch now, so let's celebrate and have this delicious meal. Yeah.
So we just got this in from a Kickstarter. It's called the Writer Emergency Pack XL. And I opened it up, and it's got this cool little game that you can play. And the game says it's called Cards Against Normality for 3 to 6 players. Each player draws 3 cards at the start of each round. You should have 3. The oldest player is the first storyteller. Each round, the storyteller begins telling a story. It can be a familiar tale, an anecdote from real life, or something made up. When the storyteller is finished, other players have 15 seconds to choose one of their cards, moving clockwise. Players reveal their chosen card and retell the original story based on the card's theme, describing their version in as much detail as required. After hearing of all the versions, the group chooses their favorite role. The role of storyteller switches to the next player clockwise.
And why did we get that? Do you remember?
We got it because it helps with writer's block.
Okay.
It's supposed to be it's a bunch of cards, and it's obviously it's a game, but it's also like, for example, Hug the Crocodile. Villains need love too. What would happen if your hero tried defeating their rival with kindness? Would they make a new friend, or might the gesture backfire and create an even greater foe?
Oh, that's interesting.
There's more, but I don't want to take up the whole video with that. Yeah.
All right, so this is the last video of the day, and we just got home from the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema in Northern Virginia. Just saw a double feature with Ben, Transformers and The Flash. It was great. You should go see both of them, and we're not going to spoil it for you at all. Anything you have to say, Gandalf?
I really enjoyed seeing Transformers with an actual fan this time. That was something that, I was lacking the last time I saw it, and it was nice having someone who was positive with us, and it was just really nice being able to make sure that he saw that movie, because I thought it was really important. And I'm not going to spoil it, but there's really, really good stuff at the end of that movie. And The Flash was fantastic. It exceeded my expectations. I love what they did with the different Batmen. And it was just very interesting.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night. First day of freedom.